Thank you very much, Aman, for joining us today. I've gone through a very interesting presentation of yours, which is roles of drones in the MRO industry. So, how are drones currently being used in MRO aviation process?
Ma'am, drones are a very nascent technology as far as MRO is concerned. There are few companies abroad who are championing this effort. For example, Airbus Defense, Airbus Aerospace, in the Toulouse facility in France, Lufthansa in Frankfurt. They have kind of started with these programs. And India wants to take on this role, but the regulatory framework is not yet ready. But it's still in the play, and we believe drones can be extremely crucial for especially lease return checks and return value inspections for aircrafts.
When we talk about, in your presentation, we are talking about regulatory challenges or limitations hindering the widespread adoption of the drones. So, what type of tasks are more suited for drones so that we don't have to go through these regulation hindrances?
Especially any task that requires extensive human effort, where the scope of human error is very high. For example, if you're doing lease return checks of 2 to 3 aircrafts per week, 30-40 technicians working 8 to 10 hour shifts out of fatigue without any duty time limits, all these can create a lot of problems. And in aviation, we're dealing with life and death on a daily basis, which is where drones can come in with the 100% time, the precision, the accuracy. And drones don't get tired. Drones don't need insurance. Drones, they have no problem of not seeing in the night. All these things kind of play the role of adding a value to an engineer and technician on the field.
You have also mentioned that drones are not here to take the role of a technician. They're here to assist the technicians. So when we talk about technology, what are the key technology drones are using to enable MRO related tasks effectively?
The biggest example I can give you is GPS denied technology that is used inside hangars where you don't get GPS signals. So they use optical flow algorithms. The drones we build in Jatayu, we are using something called cascaded neural network algorithms that basically assess the intent of damage of an aircraft. It's not just that the aircraft is damaged or not, yes or no, but it's also how big is the fatigue, how much is the bird strike, what is the impact of damage. And then we use lidars and depth sensors for the same kind of inspections.
Are there any specific training or certificate requirements for personals operating drones in the MRO environments?
Yes, ma'am. Thankfully, that's a very good question that you asked. We have something called RPTOs, which are remote pilot training organizations in India. There are about 60, 70 odd RPTOs in India where someone like a technician engineer could go get a 5-day course. They can train to become pilots and they can use it for different kind of applications. As engineers and aircraft technicians are rated on Airbus, Boeing, ATRs aircraft. Similarly, for drones, you can be rated on small, medium, large categories, agriculture, inspections, land categories. So different types of certification programs are available. Once you get a DGCA license to fly a drone as a pilot, then you can start taking on these operations.
Interesting to know. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Aman.
Thank you.